All right, here we are. It's Spinny. I am going to do a quick little how-to for the daily numbers. If you've been following my channel, you know that recently, this month, I've been concentrating a little bit heavier on the numbers, and I've been hitting them pretty good. I've won quite a bit of, like, I don't know, $2,500 this month on numbers. So I've done well, and I've had a lot of inquiries into how do you play the numbers, and I don't know how to fill out the slips, and how are you doing it. Quick disclaimer: it's not. There's no systems. It's luck. All right, they're bouncing balls that bounce into numbers. Okay, so yeah, there's things you can do to increase your odds and to maybe win a better prize should your numbers pop in. So we're gonna go over some of that right now in this video. So if you don't play the daily numbers, or if you dabble on the numbers, or if you're a regular number player, I'd love your feedback on some of this information I'm just going to put out there. So this is what we'll do. So the daily numbers in Massachusetts, and this pertains generally just to Massachusetts. I'm not too familiar with how numbers games work. A lot of states have pick threes. Massachusetts is a pick four game, and they draw it twice a day. They draw it at about 1:45 in the afternoon, and then again at about 7:45 in the evening. The betting pools close at 12:40 and 7:40 respectively. So you got to get your numbers in if you're going to play them by then. So we'll start out with how the numbers pay out, because that's also different from many states. Massachusetts pays out on a pari-mutuel basis, meaning that out of all the money they take in on any particular drawing, they pay back 60% to the players, and they take 40%. So 60% of the pool from the lottery take will go back to the players, and the payout will based on how many people played a particular number. So we'll get into that as well. So we'll take a look at the odds, because this is odds just like anything else with the lottery. So we'll take a look. I pulled up here the odds for them. This is all available on the Mass Lottery website. So you can go check this out for yourselves and look at it a little more carefully and study it. And any good gambler, anybody who's serious about trying to make some money, you pay attention to your surroundings. You look at what's going on around you. You take a look at the numbers that are being drawn. You listen to what the store clerks are saying. There's so many little things that you can do to increase your odds to win on the lottery. Now, yeah, I'm not getting rich. I'm having a lot of fun with it. It's a hobby. Yeah, obviously it's an addiction as well, but it's a lot of fun for me, and I enjoy doing this, and I love to see people win. Thus, I share this information with you, and I want to see everybody win. I want us all to get back at the lottery and take their money back, because it's harder and harder to win, especially on the scratch tickets. This is why I'm kind of dabbling in a little bit more number stuff myself this time around. So here are your odds right here on the Mass Lottery website under the numbers game tab if you go there. So your odds to win, let's just start out with the all four exact. So they draw four numbers. There's 10,000 combinations. So to get all four exact is a 1 in 10,000 shot. Pretty long odds, if you ask me. All three exact, of course, there's 1,000 three-digit numbers out there. So your odds are 1 and 1,000. They also have 1 and 2-digit bets, and your numbers obviously are 1 and 10. All right, so that's pretty self-explanatory. Where it gets more interesting is with the 3-digit numbers. So any order, 3-digit any order with no duplicates, they're saying the odds are 1 in 166. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. And all three, any order, the first three or the last three, any order with 2 digits in the same, they're saying the odds are 1 in 333. So not as good, but I personally debate that. And I'll show you why in a second. So, and all four any with no duplicates, 1 in 416, and with all 4 digits, with 2 digits the same, all four any order, 1 in 833. And for 2 pairs, it's 1 in 1,600. And all four any with 3 digits the same as 1 in 2,500. So lots of different ways to look at the odds for the numbers. Now, the reason I talk about doubting this 1 in 333 thing is the odds to get all three, any order with 2 digits the same, are 1 in 333, excuse me. But take a look at the last set of numbers. These are the last 15 numbers that were drawn for the Mass Lottery and their payouts. 9 of them have double digits in their sets of 3. There's your 9, 3, so 3, 6, 6. There's a pair of 6s, a pair of 5s, a pair of 7s, pair of 1s, a pair of 9s. That was 5 drawings in a row right there. Zeros came up, 2s came up, 0s, 6s, 0s. So it pops up quite a bit that there's 3 digits. So now the payouts on these numbers, this whole table here is numbers are based on a $1 bet. So when you're looking at these tables, you have to realize that if you bet $1 on any of these combinations, you'll get these payouts. And today's daily number payout was exceptional. 0596 must not be a very common combination because it paid out $7,173. Either that or a ton of people play the number today. So it could be either one of those. My bet it's a little bit of both. Not a lot of people play. I found that numbers with 05 beginning with them tend to pay out a little better. Again, I've studied these as the years go by. You look and you can research this stuff to find out what the best payouts are. So take a look at this table and you'll see that 2 out of 3 came out. Now the reason I bring that up is because the payouts based on $1. Let's try and drill this down a little bit. Let's look down right here, and this is a good example right here. The 9366 on the bottom. So the last 3 any, which had the 366, paid $250. But if you had the first 3 any with the 936, it paid $125. So it's always double. It's double the amount. So if you're going to play a 3-digit number, which I'm always suggesting because 4s are hard to hit, if you're going to pay a 3-digit number, play a pair in that 3. And play it for any order, and play it for $1. And then play it a bunch of times in one drawing. All right? So you play it in front and back. So if I had played 366 front and back, any order for $1, that would have been a $2 bet. You play it 5 times, that's $10. So instead of buying a $10 scratch ticket, you spend that $10 on that 366 number, any order, on the front and the back. And if it comes up, you're looking at $1,250 right there. And they only need to fall any order and come up 366, 636, 663. Doesn't matter. So that's an excellent way to play the number, and that's something I highly suggest to anybody who's just getting into playing the numbers. So, again, take a look at the payouts. They range. They can be anything. Look at this low payout here for the 2829 that came out, 37.17. But if you play the 282, you're still getting $173 a pad, opposed to $87 if you played the 829 on that particular number. So sometimes the numbers pattern. Sometimes you'll see this 1400. 3 or 4, 5, 6 drawers later, it came out again, just in a different order. So I missed that one, but I happened to hit that 010 for some big money that particular day because I was playing a hunch. I hadn't seen some zeros in a while. I figured they were going to start popping, and I was so mad that they didn't come up that day. And then 2 days later, bang, they came out. So what did I do with my paper? So my suggestions on how to play numbers: play 3 digits. Play 4 if you want. I mean, again, just my suggestion. Just what I've been doing, and with some success lately, and I've been playing numbers for years, and like I said, a little more heavily lately. Play duplicate numbers and play multiple bets, okay? And of course, it all depends on your budget. If you want to drop $10 on a drawing, go ahead. If your budget is less than that, just drop it 2 times. I don't always bet $10. I bet, sometimes I'll play it 4 times or 2 times. Sometimes I'll just pay it once. It all depends on how I'm feeling and whether I really have a hunch that it's going to come through. Your options are always going to be, when you're playing a number, is to stick with a set. All right, I have a regular set of numbers that I play every day, all the time, all year long. I have a 4-digit that I play across the board for 50 cents all year long. That come up yesterday. Banged out $400. Beautiful. Or do what I like to do and play some hunches. Study these numbers. Look around with you. You got somebody stuck in front of you that's driving 2 miles an hour all the way home. It takes you an hour, and their license plate number is 344. Play it. Play it. That car is in front of you for a reason, okay? I know that sounds a little crazy, but believe me, those are the kinds of things. You might see that 344 pop up all day long in front of you. So those things mean something to me. Pay attention to your surroundings. That's another great example of that. Okay, real quick on the bet slips. You have 2 different types of bet slips from the Mass Lottery that they put out. They have the 1 and 2 digit bets, and they have 3 and 4 digit bets. So I seldom will use the 1 and 2 digit bets. I recently had a hunch that 6s were going to pop up, and I played first 2, middle 2, last 2 for $5, 6666, and they didn't pop out, and I didn't play it that night, and sure enough, the number came out 9366. So again, I didn't follow my own hunch, and then 2 days later, I think it came out again. So sometimes you can't give up on your numbers. Even if it was just a hunch, stick with it for a week or 2 weeks, and then drop it if you think it's starting to fade away. Again, you never know. It's the lottery. They're bouncing balls, people. They can bounce anywhere and anyhow. So if you were going to play these, you can bet just a single digit, and we'll take a quick look at the payouts again on the single digits. Like today, the single digit, if you bet $1 on 9, you get $9 if you played either the 0, the 5, the 9, or the 6 in that particular slot. So if you're going to do that, I would just play the same number across the board for $1. So play 9999, and for $1 you would have got your money. You would have paid $4, and you would have got your money back. You would have got $9 back. So, and again, if the 9 came up 3 or 4 times in there, it would be more. Or you can play it for $5, like I tend to do at times. So, you know, I'm rambling a little bit, but I really wanted to show you how this all works. So this is giving somebody some insight on how to play this game. So again, the double digits are the same way, and you can bet 50 cents on them. You can bet, zoom in a little bit here. You can bet $1. You can bet all the way up to $5 on single digits or double digits, and you can play it for as many drawings as you want. If you want to play for your whole week, you play for 14 drawings, and you check on the box there. As for the 3 and 4 digit bets, this is want to make sure you pay attention to your slips when you're going into the store to buy these, to pick up your numbers if you're filling out your own bets. You can always ask for a quick pick and ask them to back it up. Go into stores that sell a lot of lottery. Don't go in your mom and pop stores where your clerks don't know what they're talking about and they don't know how to back a number up. Try to frequent places that have knowledgeable clerks that will be able to play a number for you. A lot of the stores I'll go in, I'll just say, give me 2, 2, 3, 5 times across the board, back and front, for 50 cents, and they'll just do it for you. They'll rip it out for you, and you give them the $10 and you walk away, and you hope your numbers pop. All right, so let's just show you an example of how I would play a number. Let's just go with a double digit number here. So say I was going to play 889. So I would do 8, 8, 9, 8. That gives me the 889 on the both front and the back. And how I like to play it is I go down to any order for $1, and the first 3 and the last 3 for any $1. And if I was just playing it for tonight, I would play there, choose one drawing, and choose the evening. So I hand in the slip. This is $2. So they play it 5 times for me. There's my $10. That 889 comes in. You're looking at $1,000 if you play it 5 times. All right, it can pop. When it does, it feels really good. So I hope this gives people some insight into how these works. A lot of this can be also explained from the Mass Lottery on their webpage. This is a little hard to find on their website, but if you look, I had to find it by searching Pari-Mutuel Mass Lottery, and then I come up with this page here that actually explains how to fill the bet slips out. This is when they first came out with the midday drawings. I used to just draw this number once, not twice a day. So, and that explains how the combo bets, and then I didn't even go over the combo bets. There's also a way to play numbers, and we'll go over that real quick, I guess. How to combo bet. Somebody asked me if I ever did that, and I don't usually. But if you look down here on the bottom, there's a combo bet. What's that doing is it's giving you all the possible payouts with the exact combo. So if you played 1-1-2, there's 3 different combos. There's 1-1-2, 1-2-1, and 2-1-1. So if you play that with a combo bet, and you bet the 50 cents, that's going to cost you $1.50, and you'll get paid the exact amount on the payout list. So if you pay 50 cents, you'll get half of the payout list. So that's my insight. That's how to play the numbers. That's how I play the numbers. And again, I'm having some luck as of late. I hope it continues. You never know. I can go months without hitting a number, and then all of a sudden in a month's time, I'm banging it out and doing good. So I hope everyone had some insight. I'd appreciate any feedback you have on this, whether this was helpful or not, or whether you have any other suggestions. I'd love to hear your stories about all the big wins you've had on the numbers and how you've done it as well. So, all right, folks, enjoy. Carry on. Carry on.